Mixcraft isn't just about recording audio. It includes virtual software instruments you can play from devices called MIDI controllers. These translate your playing on keyboards, drum pads, and even MIDI-capable guitars into data that can play Mixcraft's software instruments. You can open a Mixcraft template with two virtual instrument tracks already inserted, but you can also insert virtual instrument tracks at any time into any project. Click the Instrument Tracks keyboard icon to open a browser for immediate access to hundreds of preset instrument sounds. These presets can include multiple instruments and effects. For even more sounds, click Show Details, then click in the Select Synth drop-down menu to see Mixcraft's roster of individual instruments. Select an instrument, then choose a preset from its preset menu, or create your own sounds. If there's an Edit button, click it to open the user interface for editing. Under Details, you can set the instrument's volume level, panning, note and velocity ranges to which it responds, and transposition. You can also add effects to process the instrument's sound, and even assign an icon to an instrument. Before closing the instrument window, you can do a quick sound check with musical typing, which is also great for laptop users. Your computer keyboard can trigger notes, change octaves, add pitch bend and sustain, change the fixed velocity level, and more. The Details window doesn't have to be open for musical typing. Call it up anytime by going View, Musical Typing, or using the keyboard shortcut Ctrl-Alt-K. To connect a controller to your computer, there are two options. A USB controller connects to a free USB port on your computer. Many controllers are plug-and-play, but check any documentation to see if the manufacturer recommends installing custom drivers. With MIDI gear having 5-pin MIDI connectors, patch the controller's MIDI out to your computer interface's MIDI in. After hooking up your controller, open Mixcraft. Select the track with the instrument you want to play. Mixcraft automatically recognizes any attached controllers and responds to any of them. Arm the track, click on Record, and start recording. To have Mixcraft respond to one specific controller, that's easy too. Open Preferences, click on MIDI, and under Default MIDI Input Device, choose your preferred controller. Splits and layers allow playing different instrument sounds on different parts of the keyboard. A simple split could be a bass part you can play with your left hand and piano with the right. A layer could be something like a string pad covering the piano range or just part of the piano range. But remember, instruments can respond to specific velocity ranges too, so the strings could sound only with louder notes but not with softer ones. Here's how you'd set up this particular example. Choose a bass sound. Click in the Range field and drag across the range the bass sound should cover. Now choose a piano. The Acoustica Instruments has a fine stereo grand, so select it. Set its range to cover the upper part of the keyboard above the bass. Finally, add a string pad and layer it with the piano. Click on the Velocity field and let's have the strings play only with velocities over 100. After creating a split or layer, or even a complete preset including effects, you can save it for later recall. Suppose you call up a complex track preset you really like and want to layer it with another preset. You can't load two presets into a single track, so load them into two separate tracks. Arm both tracks, click Record, and start recording. Of course, you can also set up splits between the tracks by editing the range parameter for the instruments in the two tracks. In addition to the collection of acoustic, drum, electric, and other sounds, Mixcraft includes a collection of keyboard instruments, acid-type bass synth, 2 different vintage combo organs, impulse synth, an assortment of electric pianos, virtual analog emulations of famous analog synthesizers, and a convincing organ with rotating speaker effect. Tweak these, call up presets, create presets, and more. Mixcraft can also load most VST instruments made by other companies. Click on VST Instruments in the Virtual Instrument Tracks browser, and you'll see a list of all available plug-in instruments. Click on the one you want to load, and you can use it as you would any of Mixcraft's included instruments.